Hey guys, it is Mendez here and welcome to another episode of the Daily Puzzle Showcase. It is episode 10. We are now in the second row of daily puzzles, having a look at them for the showcase of Catriel and the Millionaire's Conspiracy. Today we'll be looking at the 10th one, as I say, Slice and Fair. The gluttons want more than their fair share. Slice the cake so the guests get at least one strawberry or chocolate piece on their slice. Okay, I think I already know what this is going to be. Let's just have a look at the difficulty ratings. We've got some 4-star difficulty ratings. Not for the first time, but it is not often that we get a 4-star difficulty in the first 10. Alright, make horizontal and vertical cuts in the cake to arrange it so there is at least one strawberry or one chocolate on each piece. One strawberry or one chocolate. Oh, at least one strawberry or one chocolate. Wow, okay. There's a lot of rules here. Pieces can't have nothing on them. That would never do. And they can't have both a strawberry and chocolate. That would be unfair. If you create an empty piece, it will turn red. You can't have your cake and eat it. Okay. So, the obvious thing to do here is to cut it between any that are next to each other. And then we just need to kind of deal with what's left over. So, in this case, a line there is going to separate those. Alright. That's an introduction. Now, what is this most similar to? I've definitely done some pen and paper grid puzzles that have a very similar element of having a number of elements in a grid, and you have stipulations over what you need to put in each, how you need to slice it. So there, and there, and in fact that was very free, that one.
So in conclusion,
I don't think I've ever done anything that's where you're completely bisecting it from side to side. So I think this is... Again, I don't really have a name for what this is related to. But we're just going to kind of have a look at what we can do in terms of rules. So, very simple. The very simple rule is, if there's a chocolate and strawberry next to each other, there needs to be a line between them. So far, that rule alone is getting us through most of these puzzles. It's really just the first one that didn't get us through. So I'm assuming that we're going to start getting some more difficulty, because we are still in the first 1-star difficulty. Let's see what 2-star difficulty is going to entail. Okay, so let's just do our little opening move here, our little opening gambit. And then we are in the situation where... yeah, we essentially need... so yes, there's 2 options here for separating these two. Actually, no, there's 3 options. Yeah, there's 3 options. So we can either do it horizontally, which leaves a blank space. We can do it vertically there, which leaves a blank space. Or we can do it there, which obviously is the right answer. So, I think that we need to just do the opening gambit of lines between everywhere there is a chocolate and a strawberry next to each other. And then we just need to consider what cases there are and how we can avoid getting a blank. I don't really see a way to rulify that or formalize that in such a way that it's not as easy. Okay, it's not as trial and error-y. So what we can do here is we can just split that like that. That's done. We can essentially think of this now as 2 different cakes, because that line down the middle, it doesn't really matter. So we can just split that there. Ooh, can we? Not necessarily, but we can in this case. What's the problem here? The problem here is that. That's fine. Gonna again give the game the benefit of the doubt and say that, you know, I'm not working this out 100% logically, but I'm going to give the game the benefit of the doubt and assume that there is only one solution to these. I'm not going to try and find another one, let's put it that way. So, but we are definitely getting to this stage where they're not giving us any more of these starting moves. So, if there is a diagonal strawberry and chocolate, then at least one of these 2 has to be on. Now, I'd say it makes most sense to try and segregate it by No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work at all. Makes more sense to try and segregate it by type as best we can. But again, I don't have any logical method for this. This is essentially trial and error that I am doing at the moment. We should not say that trial and error is like the only way. That was the 4-star difficulty one, by the way. Don't want to miss one. So it feels like we're going to do okay based on what we've already got. We are going up to the larger grid size, so it's going to reset the difficulty a little bit and give us the opportunity to adjust. Just going to do that. So that's this top half entirely dealt with. Now for this bottom half, it's really just this here. So I'm going to do that. Because we couldn't do one across because it was go through too many segments and create too many blank cake slices. I'm not entirely sure that this method of cutting a cake is resulting in the most fair shares, I'm going to be honest. I'm definitely thinking that this is a kind of cake slicing methodology that was probably invented by gluttons in the first place. So I don't feel like we're necessarily doing a good thing here. But yes, that's my commentary on that one. Alright, this is our opening move. Quite a lot already covered. We're going to need one of these two to be on. So I'm going to suggest that it's probably going to be that one, because we want to avoid having a blank space here. Right, which chambers do we need to deal with now? Just these two, I think, for which we can have a blank space here. And one of these two has to be on, and I think that's going to be this one. Cool. Weighing up the options. So far, whenever I've actually stopped and thought about it, rather than just blundering ahead and trial and erroring my way to a solution, there has always been one very clear answer. So, pretty good. That's pretty good. That is definitely a point in this puzzle's favour. All right, we can put that there. We can put that there. Now then, one of these two has to be on. At the moment, it could be either. One of these two has to be on, and at the moment, again, it could be either. But we'll keep that in mind. Oh, that has to be on anyway because of these two. I totally missed those. Is there anything else that we can say about this particular grid? That one can't be on. So that means that this one, I think, has to be on. We can definitely do that. And then we can even do this. No, we can't do that. We can do this. Oh, and that pretty much solves it. All right. I wasn't expecting that being the last move. Clearly, my surprise is is very obvious. All right, so we have the one more to go. Number 10, 3-star difficulty on the larger grid size. Is it 7x7? Yeah, it's 7x7. So it is following the puzzle standards that we have seen so far. I imagine this game definitely had a puzzle standards board. Alright, what do we want to do here? I think we want to turn this one on. I'd be very surprised if that one wasn't on, just because of these two on their own. I think we want to put this one on. No, we don't. Alright, we want to put this one on then. Actually, that's going to stop us from getting any vertical ones. But maybe that's okay. Maybe that's... No, that's not okay because of... Wait, is that okay? Oh, so close. So close. Is there anything I can do here? Yeah. Alright. I mean, there's an element of luck in getting a solution. But, you know, clearly I know what I'm doing all the time. Alright, so that is Slice and Fare. You know what? I quite like this. It's kind of a very it walks a very fine line between being a bit of a pen and paper logic puzzle and being more of a trial and error game, but I think that it walks that line very well. Alright, thank you guys for watching. We are at 1500 museum points, whatever that means, and next time we're going to praise the sun, I guess. That's what that icon means, right? See you next time, folks. 100 puzzles complete.